In this video, we look at the concept of a computer virus and what parallels and differences there are to biological viruses. A biological virus is a pathogen that is dependent on suitable host cells in order to multiply. Plants, animals, fungi, humans, and even bacteria can host viruses. The lock and key principle applies here. That means the viruses recognize suitable receptor structures based on certain proteins on their outer surface and dock onto them. Viruses lack important cell components. They are not capable of their own metabolism and only carry the genetic information in the form of DNA and RNA, which is then required for reproduction. This genetic information is injected into the host cells, which they then use to reproduce by simply making the host work for them. A computer virus is a program that attaches itself to a host file, a specific memory area, or the boot sector of a data carrier and replicates itself independently. The functions of the computer on which the infected files are located are modified, which can result in malicious behavior such as system crashes, data manipulation, and data deletion, or the theft of information when executed. In the early days of computer technology, it was mainly CDs or floppy disks that could be infected by a virus. Nowadays, infections are also possible through email attachments and USB sticks. Viruses therefore do not spread from computer to computer by themselves, but have to be passed on in some form. This could be via USB sticks, networks, emails, etc. A distinction can be made between different types of computer viruses, which already provide information about the infection pathways. Boot sector viruses, email viruses, software viruses, and macroviruses. Macroviruses are particularly popular with Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel and have often caused enormous damage in the past. For this reason, Microsoft warns against executing a file that originates from an external source when it is opened. Based on the previous explanations of viruses and computer viruses, you have already noticed some parallels between them. We now want to dive deeper into the matter using the so-called lytic cycle and work out the similarities and differences between computer viruses and biological viruses. The lytic cycle is a process used by certain viruses, especially bacteriophages, that means viruses that infect bacteria in order to multiply. In our analogy, the computer is the human and the infectable files, programs, etc. are the human cells that serve as a host for a virus. Attachment. In the attachment phase, the virus phage docks onto the host cell with its tail filaments. In this phase, no actual infestation or ingestion of the host cell has yet taken place. This is comparable to the attempt to place the computer virus on a computer to be infected via email, in the boot sector, or in memory. Nothing bad has happened yet, as the computer virus has not been executed and has not infected any programs, files, etc. Penetration. In the penetration phase, the virus phage drills a hole in the host cell and injects its genetic material through it. This is comparable to the step in which a computer virus infects the host computer or the files running on it. A virus cannot simply infect any operating system. Just like their biological counterparts, computer viruses are host-specific. That means a virus is designed for either Windows, Linux, or macOS. Biosynthesis. In the biosynthesis phase, the host cell is reprogrammed so that it produces phage proteins in the future. This is the step in which the computer virus is actually activated and other system files can theoretically be infected, for example by copying its own malicious code into infectable programs, files, etc. Maturation. In the maturation phase, the viruses are built up inside the host cell. This is the period of time during which a computer virus is fully replicated or unpacked and reaches a point where it could infect other files. Lysis. In the final phase, the lysis, the finished virus phages, which have developed in cooperation with the host cell, break out and can infect other cells. Similarly, a computer virus would now infect other files and spread in this way. However, computer viruses do not do this on their own. That means they have to be invoked in some way. This happens, for example, when a user opens an email with an infected attachment, downloads the attachment, and executes it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.